The way juveniles are punished in Louisiana is about to completely change. Instead of large prison-like facilities, legislators want smaller regional centers across the state, some in neighborhoods near you. WAFB Capitol correspondent Caroline Moses shows you how and where they plan to make the juvenile delinquent transition. Caroline?
Well, George, the first thing many legislators want to do is shut down Jetson Correctional Center for Youth Offenders as quickly as possible. They say it's too much like an adult prison. The next step is figuring out how to do it and where to house those delinquents.
Jetson is not a place for rehabilitation.
Charmaine Washington's son is at Jetson Correctional Center. She says he was transferred there from a regional center near her home in New Orleans. Now, she says she sees him less, and he's regressed.
He may not say to me that he's scared, but he's scared.
Washington says her son was enrolled in school classes at the regional center, but at Jetson, that stopped.
He should have graduated this past Sunday.
Instead, her son, who is a nonviolent offender, is locked up and waiting.
The longer you keep them in that kind of environment, the more it takes out of them. The hopelessness sits in, and when they get out, they feel like they have nothing to lose. They feel like their life been wasted anyway.
Our goal right now should fall under two really clear words: aggressive implementation.
Lieutenant Governor Mitch Landrieu, Governor Jindal's administration, and senators have already decided to get rid of Jetson. All that's left is a vote by House members. If House members agree, the facility will no longer exist, at least not in its current form. Jetson officials have already started moving children into other facilities.
You are going to build regional facilities and get us a detailed implementation plan that says who, what, where, when, and how.
Senator Don Cravens of Opelousas is leading the charge to close Jetson. He says they'll build 3 regional facilities instead, one in Baton Rouge, one in Shreveport, and one in Acadiana. The tricky part, though, is figuring out exactly which neighborhoods to put them in.
We're not trying to build big prisons in people's backyards. We want to build centers. There will be correctional facilities, but there'll be therapeutic correctional facilities for the children of that area.
Washington says if her son could have stayed close to home, he might have received that diploma today.
He's a nonviolent offender, and he shouldn't be in Jetson.
House members will vote whether to close Jetson next week. Juvenile justice members want Jetson officials to keep moving children from the facility now so they can be ready to make a quick transition if the bill passes. George?
Oh, what a huge project. Now in transition. Thank you, Caroline.